What's going on, guys? So on the problems from today, you have to identify whether or not it is a elastic or inelastic collision. Inelastic is in the after picture when the two objects are touching or stuck together. So how you should do these problems is, okay, once you know that it's elastic or inelastic, use the equations, okay? So the inelastic equation is this. Let me zoom in. M1 V1 plus M2 V2 equals M1 plus M2 times VF. On the paper, it's saying V prime, but we're using VF. Once you have the equation written, put in the numbers in the correct spots. All right, you have the 2, you have the 5.2, you have the 13. It's not moving, so it's 0. 2 plus 13 VF. Then you're going to multiply anything else you need, and then add or subtract if you needed, and then simplify and reduce. All right, so 10.4 is equal to 15 VF. To get VF by itself, divide both sides by 15, and you're going to get 0.693 meters per second. So you do the same thing for B and C. Letter D, E, and F, though. See how they're not touching after. So since they are not touching after, all right, you want to make this this is going to be an elastic collision. So for the elastics, you're going to have this equation. M1 V1 plus M2 V2 equals M1 V1 with this little apostrophe, we call it prime, plus M2 V2 prime. The prime little things here, or the apostrophes, that just means the velocities of the object after they collide. All right, so once you do that, you plop the numbers in, right? Mass of the first one's 10, velocity 6. Mass of the second's 3, its velocity is 3. All right, see how they're both, everything's going to the right, so our velocities are positive. If you have an arrow going to the left, you have to make that velocity negative in your when you're showing your work. Okay, in the equation, otherwise you're not going to get the right answer. The mass of the first guy didn't change, but we don't know what its velocity is, so that's v1 prime. That is our final variable. That's what we're looking for. Mass of the second doesn't change; it's still 3, but it has a new speed of 9. So again, simplify. 60 plus 9 equals 10 times VI, or 10 VI, 10 V1 prime, plus 3 times 9 is 27. Add them together, boom, you get 69 equals 10 V1 prime plus 27. Subtract 27 from both sides, so you get the 10 V1 prime by himself. You're left with this, 42 equals 10 V1 prime. Divide both sides by 10. You get your 4.2 meters per second. Okay, these are elastic equations. So D, E, and F are the same like style. A, B, and C, same style. On the back of our assignments, okay, this is just like the first couple, or you're looking for VF here. In this one, it's another elastic collision, but you're solving for V1. So you have 4.8 plus 3.2 times 6. The velocity here of this dude is at rest, but its speed or its mass is just 3.2, and we have 4.8 times V1. So it's just same kind of stuff. Get everybody over here. This is 0. So when you work this out, uh, 4.8 plus 3.2, we get 8. 8 times 6 is 48. So this is 8 times 6. All right, so you're going to have 48 on this side. This is 0, and you still have 4.8 times V1 over here. If this was a positive number, you subtract it from both sides, and then to get the V1 by himself, divide both of these things by 4.8. So V1 should be 10 meters per second is our unit here. And then for the last two, so for the last couple, all right, this is what it shows the problem as. They have like V prime question mark, scribble that out. We're not looking for that. We're looking for the mass of the unknown dude here. So we don't know what m is, but we know it's moving at 6 meters per second. This thing is a mass of 1. Object B has a mass of 1, but it's at rest, so it's 0. A, we don't know. We're just calling it m instead of m1 for right now. We're just calling it m. B is still 1, and the velocity here is 4.8. So you have this. Now let's just kind of reduce here, multiply out, reduce. So 1 times 0 is 0, so we don't have to have anything here. Now I reverse this because it just looks nicer for me. 6m, it's like x in the equation, equals m plus 1 times 4.8. Distribute the 4.8 to each of these dudes. So 4.8 times m plus 1 times 4.8 is 4.8. So this is what we're left with. Got to get the m's on the same side of the equation. So subtract both sides by this 4.8m. And that's going to leave you with 1.2 m equals 4.8. Divide both sides by 1.2, and you're going to get a mass of 4 kilograms. So the problem right next to it, you're doing it the exact same way. Just do it the exact same way, okay? All right, guys, hopefully that helps, and I will see you tomorrow.